Okay, so let's clear out and rebalance our heart chakra. Okay, we do this every Monday, and then on Fridays we use the tuning fork to boost our energy, right? I use the heart chakra bowl because that is the connection between let me move this right quick, between the lower 3D self and our higher self. Okay, this is kind of like the governing center of where the connection lies. And is this going to block things coming into manifestation, right? So we want to rebalance and clear out the heart chakra because that's where we hold most of our stuff. That's where we hold heartbreak, pain, shame, guilt, all of that stuff, okay? So let's clear it out and let's rebalance. Let's take some nice deep breaths together as the bowl is singing and just enjoy the moment, okay? It only lasts a few seconds. Take a few seconds for yourself, all right? Do yourself a favor. All right, here we go. If you have earbuds in, be careful. The first strike could be a little bit loud. Otherwise, enjoy. Just breathe. Now let's collectively take one nice, super deep breath in. Fill your lungs, expand your rib cage, pick up all that heaviness that's in your heart. Now blow it out quickly. Let it go, okay? You can do that at any point in the day as many times as you need. If you're feeling stress or anxiety, we always feel it right here in the heart chakra, right? In the chest. Pick it up with the breath and then blow it out, okay? Thank you, Denise. You coughed it out. Hey, that works too. That definitely works too. Okay, so let's get our fairy blessing for the week and find out what is coming up for us. Woo! Like I said before, for those of you that are new, we're going to look at each day this week, Monday through Thursday, and on Friday, we're going to look at Friday through Sunday. Okay, we do this every week, every Monday and Friday. And I'm going to pull a tarot card for each day. But first, we're going to get our fairy blessing. This is like an overall blessing for Monday through Thursday. What is our fairy blessing? Ooh, a blessing of movement. Number 8. Look at that. I'm showing both Instagram and TikTok, okay? So a blessing of movement. So if you have felt like things have been static or stagnant lately, you will see some movement or some progress somewhere in your life, okay? And we're going to uncover what that is with the tarot. So I like that. And 8 is that karmic number, right? 8 is also connected to finances. So if you have felt stagnant in that area or a certain area, it's that karmic energy that's like, okay, now we got to get this going, okay? Because you can't stay in one spot forever. If you do, you're going to be miserable, right? That's not what we're here for. Wanted to join my class for 2025, but your phone died. How do you get back to that page? You can't, but what you can do is if you already answered a few questions, you can just say already answered in previous application, and I'll go back and look at those answers, okay? I know it's a pain in the butt when that happens. So yeah, I have a list of everybody that has applied. And yeah, if you haven't finished it or if it kicked you out or if your phone died, just say answered in the previous application and then go to the questions that you didn't fill out yet, okay? I hope that helps. Okay, so we have 2 different decks that we're going to choose from. We have the Akashic Tarot. This is like, to me, this is like kind of like Oracle and Tarot put together, okay? The Akashic Tarot deck 1, and we have the Pulp Tarot deck 2. So choose in the comments. Please only vote once. 1 or 2? Which one would you like for me to use? Which one do you feel most connected to or drawn to? I'm going to scoot back so both of y'all can see. And y'all, please help me keep track in the comments. 1 or 2? Ones are getting it on TikTok. It's kind of balanced out on Instagram. Deck 1, deck 2. Okay. It looks like ones are getting it on both sides. Ones have it? Okay. It looks like ones have it on Instagram as well. Okay. We have a lot more on TikTok than we do on Instagram, which is normal, but okay, thank you, Jamie. That helps. Okay. This is a really cool deck. Like I said, it's kind of like Tarot and Oracle had a baby. And the major arcana are different. And they're all different. So you'll see. Let me shuffle these right quick because it's been a minute since I've used them. There's a phrase that I've had in my mind this morning, and I don't remember if it was Buddha who said it or somebody else, but it was like, it's something to the effect of, the funny thing is you think you have time. You know, we always put things off, like, oh, I'll do that later, or I'll do that next month, or I'll do that next year, or it made me think of every time I see, this is kind of first world problems, but anytime I would see something in the store, I'd be like, oh, I really like that. Like, I love that. I'll have to come back and get that later. And every time I go back to get it, it's sold out. It's gone, right? And so that's just an example of when you wait for something or you expect that it's going to be there later, you can't do that. Okay, when you expect somebody's always going to be there and you keep treating them like crap or taking advantage of them, you can't do that, because you never know when that person, that thing, that opportunity is going to be gone. Okay, so that was just on my mind this morning to share with y'all, I guess. But we'll see if it pertains to the tarot. We'll find out. The deck does go with my shirt. That's funny. Okay. What do we need to know for this week, Monday through Thursday? What are our messages, Monday through Thursday? Okay. For today, we got the One of Forces in reverse, the Akashic Field. Okay. Now, when this is in reverse, it can feel like energy is a little bit scattered, right? But here's the thing. Let me put these down so I can hold this up. You have the opportunity to focus your energy, to focus your intentions. It's on what do you want to experience. So if you know that the energy is scattered throughout the collective, now you can focus your energy on what it is that you want to achieve today. What is it that you want to accomplish or organize, something like that. And if you're dealing with other people and they're kind of like in a mood or I don't know what, just understand it's because the energy is a bit scattered today. This is a minor arcana, nothing huge, just maybe an inconvenience, okay? I feel the opposite, although I am first gate in HD, making the most out of life. I miss what you're referring to. Like living in the now, right? Okay, let's look at tomorrow. Ooh, tomorrow we have the Five of Roses, the garden. This could signify doing something with your children, something great happens with your children, or it could be that you are connected to that childlike creative type of energy. Okay. So if your kid comes to you and they're like, hey, do you want to do this together? Or hey, this and that, spend a little extra time with them. If you don't have children, no worries. It means allow yourself to be in that creative, childlike energy, okay? Because this is a very abundant type of energy. Again, this is a minor arcana, okay? So it's just giving you the opportunity to work with that creative, work with that playful energy to create something fruitful and abundant for yourself tomorrow, okay? So today, energy might be a little bit scattered. Tomorrow, much better, okay? Wednesday, we have the Six of Forces, the waterfall in reverse. Okay, so it's like we're going like this this week. Again, you can adjust the energy in your own life, right? We see this card in reverse indicating that the emotions might be a little bit volatile on Wednesday, okay? This means that you might feel exhausted, you might feel emotionally overwhelmed. It's just telling you that your life force energy needs kind of like a boost or needs like a reboot, okay? So you can turn this direct and bring that life force energy back into flow, right? We have that blessing of movement, okay? You can bring it back into flow, but you have to do that intentionally. Does that make sense? Okay? You can always turn these cards direct or reverse, whatever works better for you, because you have free will. This is talking about the energy. Now, again, if you're dealing with another person and they are in a bad mood or something's going on in their life, just understand it's because the collective energy is going to be one of emotion, one of scattered energy. Tuesday, good day. Monday, Wednesday, potential for that just, I don't want to say combativeness or like maybe like tension or emotions, just some sort of like minor issues. Okay, again, they're minor arcana. Okay, let's look at Thursday. Thursday we have birth in reverse. This is a major arcana. Okay, so let's look at it as like a fluid statement. So today the Akashic field is chaotic, right? Tomorrow you have the opportunity to create something, to bring something fun, abundant, joyful into your life. And then Wednesday, we have the waterfall in reverse. So it's kind of like one step forward, two steps back. However, if you transform these energies in your own collective self, in your own life, then you can turn this right side up. Because what this is indicating is something new, something being reborn. Okay, when it's in reverse, there's a delay. Okay, something's going on here where either the energy stays scattered or you're second guessing yourself. There's some sort of like interference here is what I'm trying to say. And this is a major arcana. Okay, so this is telling you on Thursday, maybe if you're planning to take a trip or start a new project or do something like that, you can experience delays. However, if you see that that's a potential and maybe you mitigate the obstacles, maybe you can turn this direct on Thursday. But if you're still seeing that something can't be begun, you can't start something on Thursday, just understand it's just a delay, okay? See what's going on, maybe readdress the situation, see what needs to be fixed, or maybe just take a step back and it's not the right moment, okay? So it's all going to be in everybody's different kind of movement here. Either the movement is going to be scattered or you're going to have this fairy blessing help you into focusing and channeling the energy, being creative, using your emotions for something good instead of something negative. And then you have this whole birth. You have this whole new thing happen. Okay, and this is number 4. So number 4 is all about looking at the details, doing what is necessary, building something that is stable for you. Okay, let's see what's hiding underneath. Ooh, we have the Oracle of Delphi. You got to reconnect. Okay, you might feel a little bit disconnected from your higher self this week, which is why we have the Akashic field and the waterfall in reverse. It is your job to reconnect yourself. You have that opportunity. You have that ability to do so, okay? Not just people like me. Everybody has the ability to connect to the divine self, to the divine itself, and get the information there. Does that make sense? Oh, I see what you were saying. And you're more like, let's do it now. And I was like, okay, well, I'll do it later. I see. Let's get some oracle and see what else we need to know. You know, and the birth card is all about, it's kind of like the Fool card, you know, stepping into this whole new energy, stepping into this opportunity or this new way of being, right? And when it's in reverse, it's just because there is something delaying it. Now, that could be something you're doing, that could be something that the universe hasn't aligned to yet. There's something going on where there is a delay. So you have to like step back and be like, okay, am I doing this? Am I hesitating? Am I doing the 3 feet from gold thing? Or is it just not the right time? Okay. Don't hide behind, well, if it's meant to be, it'll be, because that is a spiritual delusion as far as, you know, if it's meant to be, it'll be, I'm not going to do anything to help it along. Okay. If it's meant to be, it'll be, meaning that if you're doing all the right things, it's going to happen. If you are bringing it into manifestation, it's going to happen if it is meant to be, right? You'll, like, for instance, like I said the other day, I've had like at least 4 women tell me that they couldn't do the Quantum Master Academy because of their finances. And all of a sudden, it changed. They manifested that into their reality. They did something to get themselves into the Quantum Master Academy, right? There are others who escaped behind the, well, if it's meant to be, it'll be, and then dropped it. And it doesn't work, okay? And I marked them off my list as, yeah, they're not in it, you know? So that's the whole thing of, if you're working towards something diligently and it's meant to be, it will be, okay? But if you're expecting something to just magically fall into your lap and you don't have to do anything, that's delusional, okay? That's escapism. You feel you need to explore self-sabotage? Oh, yeah. You can read the book, The Big Leap. That's a great book to read about self-sabotage. You wondered about that statement? Oh, well, good. I'm glad I could explain it. Be in it to win it. Yeah, I love that. I love that. You have to show the universe you actually are willing to put in the work it takes to sustain the manifestation. Amen, sister. Yes. Right? Don't we all wish we could have things drop in our lap, Lisa? That would be so nice. But I mean, imagine life would be boring, right? But that's what separates the successful people from the people that stay stagnant. You know, it's like everybody has the same abilities. It's just your belief system and your willingness to do the things that need to be done, to have the faith, to have that desire, to have that commitment, and to move on it, to act on it. Because it's like, if you want your life to change, you have to do something. Otherwise, it's going to change for the worse. Because you're telling the universe, no, I like this. I like self-sabotaging. I like being miserable. I like this and this and that. And I used to be that way, so I can speak on this wholeheartedly. I used to be like, you know, nothing works out for me. Clearly, the universe hates me. I don't know what the hell I'm doing here, blah, blah, blah. And then when I started shifting that mindset, I'm telling you, everything changed. You know, it was like now or never for me. And I made it happen within a few months, okay? So you can do the same thing. You just have to get serious about it, okay? You have to, like, I saw another video about someone saying something about manifestations, and she's like, you have to command it into your life. I command that this, da-da-da-da-da, you know, whatever it is that you want. And she's like, you have to be specific, which we know you have to be specific on certain things, you know, in your manifestations, because you might want something and you say your manifestation like half-ass and it pulls it from another place. And you're like, oh God, I didn't want that to happen. You know, I'm not saying you're like going to off somebody to get money or whatever, but what I'm saying is like, it'll come from somewhere else in your life. And so you have to be specific with your manifestations and command it to happen. You know, let's say you want to freaking like lose weight. You say, I command my body slim down to a healthy weight of da-da-da-da-da, and to build lean muscle mass. Okay, remember how I said a healthy weight of this and this and this while building lean muscle mass. Now, are you going to sit on your ass and all of a sudden be like ripped? No, you have to actually do something. But what you're doing is you're manifesting that the universe kick it into gear while you're eating better, while maybe you're getting a little bit more physical, and the universe is going to help you with that. Does that make sense? You cannot lay on the couch eating Cheetos and expecting that your body's going to slim down. Delusion. Okay, you have to actually do something if you want change, but you command that the universe help you. Okay? Oops. And I always, that whole where there's a will, there is a way. That is so true. If you don't have any willpower, if you don't have that drive, it is not going to happen. So just mark it off. Forget it, because it's not going to happen. You're just going to be irritated. Okay? Or drinking every weekend and eating out. 100%. 100%. I had Mexican food this weekend and had some few drinkies, and I'm feeling it. My body is like, like inflamed. So yeah. And you have to understand how you are self-sabotaging, how you're putting yourself backwards. Okay? Ooh, look, we have the 4th chakra, Archangel Raphael. There's that heart chakra we were talking about earlier. Okay? That is the connection between your lower 3D self and your higher self. Okay? This is where so many things sit in your life, because that's where we feel heartache. That's where we feel guilt, shame, trauma. All of those things love to sit right here. They will begin in the root chakra. You'll have other things sit in other chakras, but this is a big one, okay? Because our heart is psychic. Our heart is, and our heart center is such a big, powerful center. This is how we manifest. We use those emotions from the heart center to manifest. But if you are allowing things to block it, then you're not going to receive that manifestation. If you are doubting yourself, if you are feeling guilt and shame about the way your life has turned out, if you're doing this and this and that and you're not correcting anything, you're just putting more and more blocks there for yourself. Okay? Remember, I give myself permission to whatever it is that you want. Okay? Jamie says, wear green today, y'all. Because that is the green chakra, right? Maybe that's why I chose this green shirt, because we knew we were going to talk about it. Okay? If you want healing, if you want growth, if you want abundance, green is a great color for that. All right? That's how I manifested losing approximately 50 pounds after my divorce. Nice. I experienced this a lot with my decision of rabbit holdbacks. Okay, see? You guys know you're getting there. So if it's something that you want with your whole heart, if you need help healing your heart space, talk to Archangel Raphael, okay? Archangel Raphael's color is green, and they are the one that comes to help heal. They also help your children, okay? So, yeah, I've called on Archangel Raphael more than once, and they have shown up, and I've experienced miracles in my life because I said, heal my body. I was commanding, heal my body, heal my body. And the next day, no fever, no aches, no nothing. Okay? There was something else. I think I had like an ulcer in my mouth or something. I can't remember what it was. And I was like, I went and put my feet in the grass. I said, heal my body, heal my body. And I envisioned the green around me. And next day, so much better. Okay? You can work with the universe. I got a gut feeling when we started to change it to a green shirt. Oh, I love it. I literally rehomed a new green emerald necklace to myself yesterday. Oh, it's a feeling like choosing crystals. Yep. That's awesome. You know what's funny is it's very rare that I'll buy jewelry. And when we were in San Antonio a couple weeks ago, I got this estate ring from an estate sale. And I love it because, it is a little bit big. I have to have this little thing on it when it's cold. But I thought it was perfect for my finger size, to wear on as a right hand finger. Because my hands are so small. It's hard for me to find stuff that fits. So yeah, I get that. It was just calling to me, and normally I would not buy something like that, but I was like, nope, I have to have this one, and I love it. So yeah. What else do we need to know? So interesting, we have number 38 for the heart chakra, Archangel Raphael, and then our fairy blessing is number 8. Okay, so this is the blessing of movement, right? If you're feeling like you're not having any movement, then you can speak to Archangel Raphael, because 3 is about communication, and 8 is that karmic number, right? So if you think of the figure 8, so if you have a block right here in the center, then you need help clearing that, okay? What else do we need to know? One second. Okay, so I was just like led to look at the numbers of the cards and add them together, and they come down to a 7. Remember how I said there's a disconnect of your higher self and your 3D self, right? That needs to be established this week in order to bring this energy direct, in order to channel and focus that energy. Okay, so make sure that you are consciously connecting to your higher self this week. Otherwise, you're going to experience a lot of that scattered energy, right? Ooh, look, we have rock bottom in reverse. So much better in reverse. Let's read it, okay? It is number 10. Whoop, I went too far. I love reading these. For those of you that are new, welcome in. You can ask questions about spirituality, numerology, tarot, all the things. This is a collective reading. If you're wanting to join us next year in the Quantum Master Academy, to where you can get up to 8 certifications in tarot, numerology, metaphysics, astrology, crystals, Reiki 1 and 2, and to learn how to set up your own successful spiritual business, check out my Quantum Master Academy, okay? I still have spots available. You do have to apply, and I'll be in contact after you apply, okay? All right, so we have rock bottom in reverse. It says, reverse, this card is a symbol for addiction in all forms, subtle or obvious. Doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results will never provide you with what you desire. We've been talking about this. At this moment, there is nowhere else to go, and you're facing the end of the road. If you fear change, be willing to change. Surrender your wants to a higher power. Ask for truth and allow humility to be your guiding force from within. You will always get what you need. You're only a victim of your perceptions. Take heart, because you can't sink any further. The only way to go from here is up, and wondrous things await you. Okay? The only way to go from here is up, but you have to ask for uppies, from the universe. You have to be willing to ask for help, to, manifest whatever it is that you want. You can't just sit back and expect it to fall into place. There was a person on my video about the Quantum Master Academy. They commented, they're like, oh, and of course you're charging, and gave me like the eye roll emoji. And I'm like, of course I am. I'm going to spend the entire year with you. This is my career. The things that I'm teaching you are things that you're going to use for the rest of your life. These things can create your own spiritual business. So yes, you are going to pay me to teach you all these different modalities and to bring in other ladies to teach you some of the modalities as well. And like, it's so weird to me. It's like, that's a person that is begging to stay at the rock bottom. Okay? That's how you know somebody will always be in lack, is they get irritated when they have to invest in themselves. Okay? Can you see the deck when I'm done? You talk about this one? This is the Enchanted Map Oracle cards. You can get it off of Amazon. I've been trying to implement it, manifesting, and being thankful. Just having trouble going, thank you, but. Uh-oh. I got good news Wednesday to have it turned upside down, and my daughter humiliating me Thursday. So you needed this. Oh, I understand. Look, there's, here's the thing about when we're dealing with other people. Other people, we know this, are going to treat you the way that they feel about themselves, okay? They are going to treat you because they want you to feel as bad as they feel on the inside, okay? So what you do is you see it as them lashing out. Obviously, if you haven't done something to hurt or offend that person, right? But you'll see it as them lashing out, and you can hold space of, I hope you heal. I hope life gets better for you. And you don't take it personally, okay? Don't let somebody humiliate you, because that is them acting out and humiliating themselves, okay? What did I miss? A good week for going within, self-reflection, visualization, meditating, and breath work would be a good practice for this week. Yeah. I'm totally going to look up at the sky today and say, uppies. Oh, man. That's hilarious. All right, what other deck do we need? I think this one. I mean, hey, if that's going to work, do it. You're making some serious decisions. Good for you, Dawn. Good. All right, what else do we need to know? That's the thing. You know how we have the rock bottom card right here in reverse? And I was talking about earlier how I had that phrase in my head about you think you have time. The funny thing is you think you have time, or whatever it is. I forget the whole phrase. But that's like the rock bottom card saying, you've hit the end of the road. What are you going to do? Where are you going to pivot? How are you going to change things for yourself? What is it that you want, and what are you willing to do to get it? Okay? And it's not like, what shady thing are you willing to do to get it? It's like, what healthy and aligned thing are you going to do to get it? Okay? Uh-oh, I hear sirens. What else do we need to know this week? Happy magic for pets. Animals are my friends. I'm kind and loving to them. I like this because this connects me to this card, or it makes me think of this card. Okay, it's the garden, the 5 of roses, right? So when we think about animals, they don't sit there and beat themselves up over things. They don't, they don't worry about it. They live in the moment, literally. And they do whatever it takes to get whatever it is that they need, right? They see a source and they go after it. And, you might have a pet right now that decided that they were going to come and stay with you throughout your life. Or you might have a pet that has passed that is still with you, okay? There's so much that can be said about this card. And it's, you might even see a puppy that, this week that is meant to bring you back to that happiness. There's so many things that we can look at with pets. Pets are loyal, but they're, when you think of yourself as being loyal to a person or a thing, sometimes it means that you are being a doormat. Okay? Are you being loyal, or are you being a doormat? You have to ask yourself that. Okay? And that was the Wishcraft Oracle. Little fox. And your pets do help you in life, whether you know it or not. With their vibration, with what they can see, they do help you in life. They bring you endorphins. They help you with energy, lots of things. Like they have decided to be your companion. And so this is why it's important that if you do have a pet, or if you work with animals, to really see that they are actually beings as well. They're not just NPCs, I've been smelling puppy breath this morning. Oh, interesting. And you don't have any pets. Whoops. Hang on. That hit a comment. The full moon kicked my ass. I decided last night to light a candle for 7 days to uplift me again. taking my power back. Good for you. Good for you. Yes, the time is absolutely now. Yes, and they do still think for themselves. Absolutely. They make choices. They teach us so much how to live and to move in this plane. Yep. Absolutely. They're amazing. Transformation. Look at that, you guys. Number 41. Let me read it to you. It says, metamorphosis, synchronicity, the unexpected. Remember, we have the blessing of movement, okay? Movement can be something unexpected, shifts. Now, is this going to be positive or negative? We'll have to see. It's a collective reading. So if you perceive it as negative, what is it showing you? What is it trying to get you to do, okay? If you're unhappy, like in your job, what is that trying to get you to do? The universe does not ever want you to be unhappy, period, okay? So if you're unhappy in a situation, there is something being revealed. What are you going to do about it, okay? You have the opportunity to do or experience a transformation by making different decisions, by making more empowered decisions, by doing something that you know you should be doing, even if it's hard, or by doing something that looks a little bit scary, but you know it's the next right step for you, because there's always going to be fear before you take a big step. Okay? That's the test of the universe. Are you going to do it or not? Okay? Remember how I said I had that dream of people jumping off the cliff after I did, and then I was sitting there waiting on them, and they'd come up, and I'm like, you okay? Like, yeah, but they were younger whenever they came up. It was crazy. But for me, that symbolized me leading the way and making sure everybody is, you know, getting what it is that they want, that they're feeling supported, and that they have a guide, you know. And they jumped into the water because it made me think of the Fool card, you know, taking that leap into this new experience and coming up as a younger energy was more of like a fresh new energy of one of curiosity and like relearning something. Okay? Sorry if you hear Douglas in the background. I'm sure he heard a gnat or something and he's losing his mind. My chickens have found every way possible to free range and hide their eggs. Aw. They will do what is necessary. Yep. Oh, good, Stephanie. I love that. Ooh, I like that, Jamie. I missed that. What parts of yourself are you willing to sacrifice in order to no longer feel at rock bottom? Yes. Yes, because you cannot be the same person in this new way of being on this new path and this new timeline by being like, you can't be the same person. It's a whole different vibration. It's a whole different thought process. It's like totally different decisions. There's so much that has to change in order for you to step into this new energy, in order for you to really step out as your true authentic self. Okay? So, yeah. You can't have your cake and eat it too in that aspect, because the cake is rotten. It's molded. Let it go. And it makes you gain weight too, so like that. Kidding. Yep. See? Hearts. There's a lot that has to do with the heart chakra this week. Okay? Anytime you're feeling any tension, any heaviness, there's something going on here. That's your alert that you're being triggered by something. Okay? I'll share something with y'all that happens to me. So Sunday afternoons or Sunday evenings, I've never been a fan of Sunday evenings. I don't know why. I used to think it was because, you know, oh gosh, I have to go back to school tomorrow, or I have to work tomorrow. But now that I do what I love, like, I don't dread working at all, right? And so I think it's become a habit of the Sunday dread, the Sunday anxiety. And I noticed that happen last night, and I was like, what are you doing? Like, there's nothing for you to be anxious about. There's nothing for you to worry about. And so I dropped it, you know? It was just a weird feeling that I picked up. Maybe it was mine, maybe it was somebody else's. I don't know. But I felt it right here in my heart. And so I was like, yeah, I literally told myself, like, what are you doing? Like, there's nothing, everything's great. Life is going well. So yeah, drop it. Okay. So here with the hearts, let's see, it's number 16. Okay. We see the heartbreak right there. Again, we hold so much in the heart space, and you have to be aware of what you're holding in there, of what you're feeling. And if you are constantly having that anxiety and that fear, and that's your driving force, then you're self-sabotaging. Okay. You have to be aware of, do I really have anything to be anxious about? Or is this a pattern? Is this a habit that I've created? Am I expecting something negative when there's nothing negative happening? Okay. Do all oracle decks have all 4 elements and all 7 energies in them? No, oracle decks are just messages. Like, you can literally make an oracle deck out of anything, any messages, anything like that. Tarot does, but not oracle. Oracle's like totally different. So yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. It made you cry, but get it out, Dawn. Get it out. Because think about it, when you're young and you're innocent, you have all these dreams and hopes and wishes, and you lead with your heart, or at least you think you are. And, you experience all this pain, this heartbreak, this frustration, all of these things in life. And those are just meant to learn from. They're not meant for us to use that as like guideposts to who we are and what the rest of our life is going to look like. Because if I did that still to this day, I would not be right here. I would be working 3 jobs just trying to make ends meet, and still blaming, the universe and everything else for the things that are going wrong in my life, right? I used to ask, what is so wrong with me that all this shit keeps happening? Why don't things work out for me? Well, I had to start shifting that. And as soon as I started shifting that, everything started to change. Okay? So you can absolutely shift your reality. I'm starting to attempt reading, but the tarot cards are confusing. Yeah, that's why you need a mentor, my love. That's why you need to be taught. It is not ideal to just pick up cards and try to read them, because yes, you will get really confused. It's always best to have a tarot mentor. That's how I was taught. I went through a tarot apprenticeship and learned from a true tarot master and an astrologer. And so that's how I became really successful at reading tarot and creating my own spiritual business, because I read actual tarot, not pop tarot that you see on social media. I read actual tarot and I teach actual tarot. So yeah. You're hitting the butts in my manifestation. Good. It's been a hard month overall in my personal, and it's hard to not let fear break some walls. Yeah, fear is a pain in the ass, right? But here's the thing, like I said, before you have a major breakthrough, you're going to have some sort of fear come up, because you're stepping into a whole new energy, and you start questioning, like, oh my God, is this really going to happen? Is this really meant for me? Am I good enough? Am I going to have what it takes? Or blah, blah, blah. And the universe is like, just step in and find out. Life is just experiences. That's all it is, really. It's discovery, it's experiences. Find out. Why not? You stalked my page? Aw. Or you could scare the shit out of yourself like you did. Yeah, I know. I'm so proud of you. That's the thing. And that's what I did too, you guys. Like I was scared to death, but it was like now or never. It's like, okay, like my life, I have to get over myself. My life is never going to change unless I get serious and I make it change. And that's when it started to connect. Okay. That's when everything started to shift. That's when I put myself out there, and I'm telling you, like my life is nowhere near what it used to be not that long ago. Okay. And you can experience the same thing. And I'm willing to take you by the hand and show you exactly how to use all this stuff. But it's going to take time and commitment and dedication. And we're going to do it throughout the entire 2025. So you have to ask yourself, what do I want more? Do I really want this shift? Do I really want to change things in my life? Or am I going to say, oh, I have time later, and be in the same place next year that you are this year? Okay. Yes, I do personal readings. Everything is linked in my bio. Good, Dawn. Good. Yes. Always, if you feel the need to purge emotions and cry, let it out. Yeah. You'll be able to think clearer. All right. What else do we need to know this week? We have Bull. Uh-oh. Stubborn, uncompromising, stability and durability, riches and wealth. Which one are you choosing? Because the Bull is connected to Taurus, right? Taurus rules your second house of resources. So let's look at these and their positive and negative aspects, okay? I like to do this because it just gives you a well-rounded idea of how to use this energy and how to view these things, okay? So we have stubborn. Stubborn can be good and it can be bad, okay? Stubborn, if you're stubborn to stay in the place that you are because you're fearful of change and you think that nothing is going to happen for you, you just have this negative Debbie Downer type of energy, then yes, you're going to get exactly what it is that you're affirming. However, if we look at stubborn in a positive light, stubborn is like me saying, it's now or never, this is going to happen, no matter what. There is no other option. Stubbornness can work to your benefit, but it has to be something where you put it in a positive, okay? Stop letting it hold you back, okay? Uncompromising, same thing. You are not willing to compromise your future for right now's fear. You are not willing to compromise your future for right now's fear. Did that just hit some of y'all? Yes, it also governs self-worth. Thank you for that reminder, which is also directly tied to our ability to manifest material resources. Okay. Stability and durability. If that's what you want in your life, you have to be the Bull. You have to be that uncompromising, stubborn energy of this is what's going to happen. You'll hear so many stories of how people became successful, and it's because they didn't give up. I had so many people talking shit about me, you know, trying to create my own business, trying to do my own thing, because they had a shitty version of me in their mind, and they're like, oh yeah, there's no way you could do this. And I'm like, watch me. And I did, and I have. And I've been featured in the LA Tribune. I've been featured on panels talking about leadership through the LA Tribune. I've been invited to exclusive mastermind with Dr. Joe Vitale, which I have today. So many opportunities. I got invited to speak on the Spirit Heart Cruise this December. So there's so many things, so many opportunities that have like opened up for me because I was unwilling to give up and I put myself out there. Okay. You can do the same thing. Number 4, riches and wealth. If you do all these things in the positive aspect, you will experience riches and wealth. I make more money than I ever have my entire life. And it's all because I'm following my true path. And people trust me. They know that what I do for them and what I teach them is correct, or it's in alignment, or it's of the higher degree. Okay? So when you move with this integrity and authenticity towards whatever goal it is that you want, and you're so stubborn about it, and you're so bullheaded about it, like this is going to happen, the doors open up. Okay? But you have to remember, today we have that scattered energy. You can focus that energy, understanding that the scattered energy may still apply to the people around you, but you can focus your own energy and be in the creation process. Okay? And you're a Taurus, nice. Self-worth has been huge lately. Yes, it has. Yes, no fear, no distractions. Absolutely, absolutely. Okay, let's see what comes out in this deck. You like that, Jamie? Good. But I'm not willing to compromise my future for today's fear. You're a Taurus too. See, you Taurus people, you you have the ability to be abundant. It's kind of like a life path 8. You know, if you're a Taurus rising or sun, you have the ability to be really abundant. And because you like nice things, you like luxurious things, that's what fires you up, right? And so you can use that energy, but you have to have a good positive self-worth in order for that to come in. Otherwise, you're going to block it. All these Tauruses in here. I love it. Oh, thank you, Maria. She says, Erica is amazing. She explains everything clearly and loves the work she does. I 100% love the work that I do. Like I was doing readings for my soul healing group because we don't do work during the eclipse portal, right? Which just ended. So I was doing readings for them to make up for not doing the energy work. And I was telling my ladies, Jamie and Madi, I call them the healers. I texted them right after. I was like, we're doing more of these in 2025 because I absolutely freaking love doing the readings when we all get together and I do a reading for each individual person. Like that makes me so freaking happy. I love it. I love when we all get together and talk and we root for each other and we do these readings and support one another. So we're going to be doing more of that in 2025 in the tribe. Okay. Oh, another Taurus. Goodness gracious. Oh, thank you, Tracy. They do feel so empowering, even for me, and I'm not even getting read. You know, it's such a high vibrational time, you know, and yeah, I freaking love it. All right, we got the main male again. Okay. Hang on, I got to verify myself on TikTok. Once I've been on here for an hour, it makes me verify myself because people they record an hour's worth of content and you can play it as though you're on live. And they're trying to cut down on that to make sure that, you know, you are actually live. So anyways, yeah, the main male here, look at number 1. And we're starting this week with the 1 of forces, right? But it's in reverse. So what does the main male do? We talked about this on Friday. Isn't that the one we got on Friday? Which masterclass? So you can do the self-paced tarot apprenticeship or you can apply for the Quantum Master Academy. The tuition for the academy depends on if you've taken previous classes with me, if you're in one of my memberships and things like that. So you'll apply and then I'll send you the tuition rate afterwards. Okay, so we talked about the main male. Again, I think we had this on Friday, if I'm not mistaken. No, we had poverty and then unexpected income. Maybe we had it last Monday. So anyways, look, number 1, what is he focused on? Himself. Okay. What is he going to do to get whatever it is that he wants? He's going to do whatever it takes, right? He is direct. So this means that he is doing things on the up and up. He is that Taurus type of energy. Okay. He is the one that's like, this is me, this is my time, and I'm going to do whatever it takes to build my wealth, to build my stability, to take action on the things that I desire. Okay, because we have the blessing of movement this week, but we have some energy that might be a little bit wonky, and you have to decide, am I going to let this hinder me, or am I going to focus the energy and do whatever it takes? This main male knows that nothing is going to happen if he doesn't make boss moves. Okay? Because he knows it's all about him. It is his decision to take action. Okay? It is his, I don't want to say fault, but his responsibility on how his life turns out because he's taking action. So whatever it is that you feel that you need to take action on or that you're wanting to shift or change or to even grow more in, then you are responsible for initiating. You are responsible for making that happen by coordinating with the universe. Okay, remember, you command that thing to come into fruition in the best way possible, in the most healthy way possible, in the most aligned way possible. And then you do what is necessary. You work with the universe. You don't expect somebody else to do it for you. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. All right, what is our money message for this week? Whoop, come on now. What is our money message for this week? What do we need to know? Life purpose. There's 3 ways to resonate, okay? Number 1, you will have new ideas and inspirations that will guide you to your divine calling. Isn't that awesome? Especially when we have the blessing of movement, we have the main male, we have all of that. You might meet somebody that helps you. You might meet somebody that you're interested in. It could be different for the main male, but in an overall energy, the main male is about taking action, okay? Number 2, what is meant for you will not leave you as long as you continue to push forward. We were literally talking about that. Did I not say, people hide behind well, if it's meant to be, it'll be. No, not if you sit on your ass and you give up. Sorry. The memes that people post where it's like, you cannot block what is meant for you. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. Okay? You can. Because the universe respects your free will. So don't screw it up for yourself. Number 3, ask for what you need and things will align for you to carry out your vision. You guys, you can't make this stuff up. We have been talking about this the entire reading right now. And look, my throat chakra is lit up. Speaking the truth, So this is telling you asking you, what do you feel like your life purpose is? It's not that it has to be something grand. It could be something small. It could be whatever it is that you want, what you feel called to do. For me, it's doing the spiritual work. For me, it's teaching and empowering and guiding, okay? Not everybody has that calling, okay? You have to find out what is your calling, what is your truth, and then go for it, right? There you go. Taurus rules the throat. Yeah, so much Taurus energy. Yes, yes, yes. Good eye on that one. I love when y'all see things because I'm too busy talking. And what else? Is there one more or do we... let's do the spirit of the animal and then we'll do the rebel deck. Because I do have a full day today. So yeah. Yeah, you like that affirmation? Good. What do I mean by calling? It's just something that's always on your mind or on your heart. Something that you're feeling called to, that you're feeling pulled towards or like very interested in. Like I said, for me, it was reading tarot. It was being in this spiritual community, is teaching and empowering. That is my calling. That's what I've always been pulled to do. Yeah, a lot of Tauruses in here. That's good. We need y'all. Very grounding energy. Oops. We have giraffe, visionary. I'm going to read this to you. Rise above earthly matters. Glide through life with grace. You are able to see the right path. Stand tall in your self-worth and love with a big heart. I'm telling you, there's so much with the heart. Okay? Taurus energy, like we were talking about, your self-worth, your material resources, your stubbornness on which side are you on. Okay? And this is telling you, you see the path. You know what you're meant to do. You know that at least the next step, but more than not, you're blocking yourself. You're second guessing yourself. You're sabotaging yourself. You're saying, well, I can't do that because I don't have this and this and that. Bull. You can manifest it. Work with the universe. Do whatever it takes to get you where you know you're meant to be. Okay? Athletes, they do whatever it takes to get on the team. They do whatever it takes to beat the time. They do whatever it takes to have a healthy body. Successful people in Hollywood or whatever, they do whatever it takes to get themselves there. Some not so good, as we're finding out, but you know what I'm saying. Like successful business people, they do whatever it takes to learn as much as they can, to experience as much as they can, to get themselves in that place where they know they are meant to be. If you're not willing to do that, then go to your 9 to 5 and stop complaining. Sorry, but I'm not sorry. Okay? So, yeah, Taurus is ruled by Venus, which is, the heart. So there you go. It's like, if you want this experience, you've got to do whatever it takes. But if you're somebody that's a butter, or somebody that scares easily, it's never going to happen. And I don't say that to be ugly. I say that, like, hopefully it inspires you to stop, self-sabotaging. All right, this is the Rebel deck. Oh, tarot, yeah. Well, good, because you're in the self-paced, Tracy. So learn all you can in that self-paced module and practice. This is the Rebel deck. If you're easily offended, scroll away now, because this deck has an attitude, and it will call you out, but it's also funny. So let's see what else. Thank you all for the gifts and everything. What do we need to know this week? Believe what you see. Face reality or live in fucking la la land. Choose bravely. Okay? So believe what you see. Face reality or live in fucking la la land. Choose bravely. So what does that mean? Believe what you see. Where are you at in life right now? With your health, with your peace, with your spirituality, with your relationships, with your career, whatever it is. Where are you in your life? Are you willing to accept that you're not where you want to be? If you are where you want to be, fantastic. But if you're not where you want to be, are you convincing yourself that you're happy or you're content when you're actually miserable, but because you're just afraid of any movement? Okay? Again, this could be with your health, your spirituality, your relationships, your career, all the above, whatever. Okay? Believe it and then start making changes. Don't be in la la land thinking that the universe is just going to magically change it for you, or you're happy even though you're miserable. Okay? I've seen so many people do that in life, and I'm just like, I would wind up dying. Because I refuse to spend out the rest of my life in misery. And a lot of people that I talk to, through coaching or just meeting personally, when they hear about my story and all the things that I've overcome, everything that I've achieved so far, they're like, oh my God, I can't, that's incredible. I can't believe, you did all that after all that. And I'm like, look, I didn't want to be on my deathbed with regrets. I refuse. Life is an experience, and I refuse to stay in one place, to be in a miserable relationship, to be broke, just all of that stuff. I refuse to do that. And my life is reflecting that now. So you can do the same thing. I refuse to be unhealthy. I refuse to be anxious. I refuse to be depressed. I refuse to be broke. I refuse to be in shitty relationships, whatever it is. Okay? And you start making those changes, right? Thank you, Tanya. So, I hope you all have a wonderful week. If you need anything, the link is in my bio. If you want to join us in 2025 in the Quantum Master Academy and make a massive shift, then you can find that in the link in my bio and apply. I will be back here Friday morning, 9:30 a.m. Central Standard Time. So if you need anything else, everything's linked in my bio for you. I try to make it as easy as possible. Okay? So I hope you have a wonderful week, and I will see you Friday morning. Okay? Mwah. Love you all. Bye. If I can hit the button.